It is unclear who first invented the toilet. We assume that King Minos of Crete had the first flushing water closet 2,800 years ago. Also, ancient Rome is famous for its public bathhouses. In 1596, a flush toilet was invented and built for Queen Elizabeth by her godson, Sir John Harrington. However, but it took another 200 years before a man named Alexander Cummings developed the S-shaped pipe. Bathroom technology really took off in the 20th century. Beginning in 1910, toilet designs started changing away from the elevated water tank into the modern toilet with a closed tank.
There are also many other types of toilets other than the flush toilet and the urinals that are common in the US. There's the squat toilet, which is common in Turkish and Japanese households, which is a porcelain hole in the floor that one squats over to use. There's also the incinerating toilet, which is a waterless type of toilet. It doesn't use water because it burns away waste. How cool is that? There are also composting toilets, which compost waste by removing moisture from excrement. But while there are many different types of toilets, the one we're particularly interested in is the flush toilet, which dominates the toilets and bathrooms of the US.
The tank acts as a bucket of water. When the toilet handle is pressed, a chain lifts the flush valve, uncovering a drain hole. The tank water then rushes out and fills the bowl in about 6 seconds. The water enters the bowl through the holes in the rim and through the hole called the siphon jet, which pushes most of tank water straight into the siphon tube. The rush of this water triggers the siphon, which pulls the water and waste down the drain. The flush valve, which has been floating since the toilet was flushed, falls back into place once the water in the tank empties. It closes off the drain hole and tank is now ready to refill. Water pressure keeps development place until next time.
The direction of water rotation is dependent on the slant it's on and the direction of the water entering the bowl. When the tank water empties, a filler float falls to the bottom of the tank and triggers a filler valve. When the float falls, the valve opens. The filler valve sends water in two directions, to the tank and to the bowl. As the tank fills, the float rises, eventually reaching a point where the filler valve shuts off. In case the filler valve doesn't shut off, an overflow tube prevents flooding by sending the extra water into the bowl below.
It is a popular misconception that when a toilet is flushed in the northern hemisphere, the water will spin counterclockwise, and in the southern hemisphere, the water will spin clockwise. Those who believe this misconception often attribute their beliefs to the Coriolis effect, which is the discernible acceleration of a moving body on or near the Earth as the result of the Earth's rotation. The Coriolis effect is important to determining wind direction, but in terms of its effect on a toilet, the Coriolis effect is too weak to have an impact on such small bodies of water. The direction of the toilet water when flushed depends on how the water was introduced and the geometric structure of the drain, not on the hemisphere in which the toilet resides.
First world countries are moving away from flush toilets. Low, high-efficient toilets are being introduced in new homes and green industrial complexes. In developing countries, there are 2.5 billion people that lack access to sanitation, and the classic toilet wastes an exuberant amount of money and water. Caltech University has designed a new solar-powered toilet and washing station that turns waste into hydrogen, fertilizer, and filters the water.